In the rugged frontier, justice isn't handed out, it's earned. Orlando Sackett, known as simply Lando, is a man forged by hardship and driven by a relentless quest for freedom and honor. Let's go. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads, where today we have the book review of Lando by Louis L'Amour. This is book number 7 in the Sackett series, published in 1962. This Western was a good one. And why did I read this? Well, the wagon train. Hopefully they've enjoyed December off. We're in January now. It's time to get rolling again. Hopefully they're willing to put their gloves on and do some work. We'll see. There's some suspects in the wagon train. I'm not going to name any names. But anyways, let's jump right in. Summary of this book is set in 1870s. Lando tells the story of Orlando Sackett, son of Falcon Sackett, who inherits not only his father's pioneering spirit, but also his taste for adventure and justice. And when Lando sets out with a friend called the Tinker for a better life, he comes upon many challenges, and his past and father's past come roaring back into his life. And the Tinker and his mysterious past come forth to make everything a little more sensible. From adventuring to bare-knuckle fighting, Texas Rangers, prison, treasure hunting, Spanish gold, this tale has everything. And it's only 154 pages long, which is just insane. So let's talk about what I enjoyed. The plot here is just absolutely amazing. The story has so many things to like. Like I mentioned, you just have a little bit of everything, and it all makes sense. This is another entry from L'Amour where he just presses on the gas and doesn't let off, really. The characters are great, from Orlando to the Tinker to Duncan Caffrey to the Kerbishaws to Jonas to Virginia or Jen. They're all done really well, and you really have characters that you really enjoy, even the characters that are the antagonists. I really liked Franklin Decro. I thought he was a great antagonist in this, and his story made sense, and his purpose in this story seemed to really give it some weight. Again, 154 pages. I ripped through this thing. After the first 30 pages, it's just all gas, really. There's no other way to describe it. I love the fight at the end. There's definitely, you can kind of see a boxing motif on the front cover of this edition. There is a reason for that. I also enjoyed the Father Falcon, his story, his mysteriousness, his role, the treasure, the riches, Spanish gold, Orlando paving his own way. I like the ending a lot. I like the prison stuff. I like the horse race. I thought it was all really, really interesting stuff. There is one excerpt that I liked that I would share with you. It said, "I've been stripped of everything, but a man isn't what he owns. He's what he has inside." And I thought that was a great one. There's no dislikes for here, but in terms of rating, I gave this a 4.4. It is tied with book number 1 in the Sackett series in terms of my enjoyment. I thought this was great. It's definitely one of those ones up there with like Echo Sackett as well. And I think it's a huge jump from Daybreakers, which I was in the middle tier, kind of 3.6 in. So definitely a huge step up in my opinion. My overall impressions here, it's a great return to form. It definitely is nice to come back after the new year and read this one, honestly. We took December off again, as I mentioned, but it was nice to, after a break, to come back to something good. I have started Sackett, which is book number 8, and I'm enjoying it as well. It is actually a continuation of Daybreakers, which is a book that I was not as hot on, and I think it's done a good job thus far. I'm about a third of the way through it. And so I really enjoy these Sackett series. I rip through them. They're nice, quick, clean, cleansing, palate cleansing type books to break up other series. And I've enjoyed this wagon train ride thus far. You should definitely check these out. Lando is definitely a great entry in this. And that is my review of Lando Sackett from Louis L'Amour. I hope you enjoy this, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Thanks. In the rugged frontier, justice isn't handed out, it's earned. Orlando Sackett, otherwise known as Lando Sackett, is a man forged by hardship and driven by a oh my God, you're terrible. You're so flippin' terrible, bro. Ugh.